Hey guys, and welcome into your Raw review. Remember, you can add me on Facebook, Twitter, and Skype, and we can interact, talk about wrestling, we just have a good chat and a good laugh, and I can guarantee you that. This is your Raw review, and to me, it felt like I was watching just an advertisement. It just felt like I was just watching a 3-hour ad, because this was the go-home show to Battleground, but all I heard was WWE Network this, WWE Network that, by the WWE Network. Literally, the commentators of WWE are begging for us to buy the WWE Network, and literally demanding. They are demanding and begging for us to buy it. Now, I'm from the UK, so I can't even buy it, so that's a problem, WWE, isn't it? Maybe you should make it available to other people apart from America. You know, people in Canada, the UK, and other places. You know, we can't buy the network, so all this show was an ad for the WWE Network, which is something which I can't buy and I can't access. Alright? Not your audience, right? Isn't just Americans. Other people around the world are watching it, you know. And we can't buy the WWE Network, so you're telling us to buy the WWE Network where we can't buy it. So a major fail for the WWE. The network sucks! Is what it does. Alright, anyway, we start the show with John Cena coming out. So we get this dickwad coming out, you know, starting up the show great. So that showed my excitement going to this Raw. He even says, sign up for the WWE Network. Again, the amount of advertisement of this was ridiculous. You have Roman Reigns coming down. They have an exchange of words. Ambrose shows on the touch and says we've got to get along for the main event. And Ambrose basically gets ambushed by Orton, Rollins, and Kane. And John Cena and Roman Reigns don't do anything about it. There's a nice curb stomp from Rollins to Ambrose. It was nice. After Ambrose said, "Is that all you got?" I like that part. But Reigns and Cena didn't do anything. They just stayed where they were, and it felt a bit weird to me. But we get the main event later on, and I'll get to that soon. So we get Sheamus versus The Miz, alright? Now, they have a break in the middle of the match, so I missed loads of the match. And then they start showing who's in the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royale. And they have these wrestlers in the way of the match, so I can't even watch the match. So to me, the match was trash, I didn't really see it. And you even get this quote from JBL saying that The Miz is the toughest Hollywood star. Well, what about Rock? The Miz wins, I couldn't give a shit. After that, we have Ziggler versus Fandango. I don't want to see this pussy on TV, on my TV screen. Ziggler's being mistreated, being by Fandango's side. In the middle of the match, you get his music being played, and Summer Rae and Lady dance. So I guess they're friends now. I couldn't give a shit. Nice ass from Lady, by the way. She has a very nice ass, I gotta say. But Ziggler gets pretty much gets the win. And gets both girls because they dance with him. So he's having a threesome, and he's a lucky guy, I tell you. Summer Rae's not very hot, but Layla, she's the hottest one out of the whole roster, in my opinion. Anyway, after that, we have Usos coming down, and the Whites attack when they come down, and it's just a pretty much a beating on the Usos, just hyping the match at Battleground. And this was the only segment so far I liked in the show. So an hour in. Well, nearly an hour in, and this was the only thing I liked. So it wasn't going well for the WWE right now, I'll tell you. After that, you get Rusev and Swagger face-off. It's probably one of the best segments of the show, actually. Lana killed it tonight, and so did Zeb Coulter. I felt Lana did a very good job with her acting skills and the physicality and the emotion she showed to her character. It was really good, you know, showing disgust to the Americans. And I liked it. I like the contrast between Zeb Coulter and Lana. I think it's a very nice contrast. You know, having Rusev and Swagger going there, and you pretty much get Jack Swagger pinning an ankle lock on Rusev, and then he retreats back with Lana, and that ends the segment, hyping up the match at Battleground. And it was one of the best segments of the show, actually, and it actually featured, you know, Jack Swagger, who I'm not really big and fond of, and it was a pretty good segment. That I liked it. I enjoyed that bit. After that, we get Del Rio versus, Alberto Del Floppo, versus RVD. We've seen this match so many times now, I've lost count. Can we see this match on the network, can we? I might go just to get the network and watch all their matches, you know. Del Rio gets the win by submission. I thought the wrong man won here. I thought RVD should get the win. Just my opinion. After that, with Nikki Bella versus Cameron and Alicia Fox, no fucks were given in this match. I didn't give a shit. It was boring. It was trash. It was garbage. Fox pinned Nikki, and I don't give a shit two shits about the match. And the Divas suck, to be honest. How they portrayed them in WWE. After that, we get this trailer. Pre-order 2K15 trailer, I believe it was. The pre-order where if you pre-order, you get Sting, the icon Sting. And it was a really good trailer. The fans were cheering for it. You know, we had this cryptic message from Sting on his Twitter. And I thought, you know, he's not going to make his debut on WWE. He's probably just going to be announced in the game. And he got announced, and he got the pre-order, whatever. So, you know, that took my interest, you know, as a gamer and whatnot. I don't play games as much as I did. But, you know, I thought that was... Well, it was a nice training, probably one of the highlights of the show, and that was a video game, not the actual product itself, you know, the actual wrestling and stuff. But, yeah, Sting for pre-order, so I might get it, but I'm not getting the one with John Cena on the cover. Hopefully, I mean, the special edition, I believe, got Hulk Hogan on it. I thought the special edition should have Sting, in my opinion. You know, give him some treat, you know, because he deserves it. All the work he did in WCW, and now WWE owned WCW, and they're showing WCW on the network. On the network, yeah, I'll give you a plug in WWE. So yeah, I think he should get the special order, but he's got in the pre-order. After that, we have Cesaro versus Big E. It was a nice big man match, a nice physical match in my opinion. I liked the match. I enjoyed the match. I thought maybe they should have a pay-per-view match in my opinion, but we had the match anyway. Not a clean finish though, so I like that. As you had Kofi getting the chair off Cesaro, and then the big ending to finally finish off Cesaro. You know, I'd rather have Cesaro win, but you know, they did defend his character, so I'll give him a pass on that. After that, we have Jericho coming down and says that, you know, what he's accomplished in the WWE. We have Bray appearing on the Titantron. The lights go off. Luke and Eric attack Jericho. Then Jericho evades. And then bloody Bray Wyatt beats him down, and that ends the segment. This is Sister Abigail onto Jericho. You know, it was a nice segment. I still think they should have had Jericho versus The Miz at Battleground, and then you have Jericho win that match. So his momentum is strong. So you then have Jericho versus Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam, a big match for a SummerSlam in my opinion. But they're not doing that. It's a shame. But they might do, but they're having the first match at Battleground, which... we'll see what they do at SummerSlam, I guess. But after that, we have AJ Lee versus Eva Marie. The match was total trash. This first spot which happened was a botch. I mean, it was fucking dreadful, right? Eva Marie sucks, alright? She's not even that good looking, actually. It sucked. Yeah, Paige on commentary, and then after the match, AJ wins, by the way, if you didn't realise. And they put Paige and AJ compliment each other. Yeah. Great way to build up the match. Can't wait. Yeah. Can't wait. Woo. After they have Bo Dallas, who I like by the way, versus Great Carly. The shit's Carly. Bo Dallas wins by a count out, and then after that, Carly smacks him in the head. Whatever, I guess. Bo Dallas is gold in my opinion. He should be with should be working with Great Carly in my opinion. Well, we had a few backstage segments this time, this Raw, but I like this segment with Heyman involved because he mentioned Plan C, and I'm pretty sure he's hinting at Brock Lesnar to Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. After that, we have Woo! That was the awfulest woo I have ever heard. Woo! That was better. We had Ric Flair returning. God, that was bad, the first one. And he says Virginia is a place of love. And then he predicts Cena's going to win a Battleground. I mean, how much did WWE pay him? Fucking hell. You then have Reigns come down, and then Cena comes down. Reigns shakes Ric Flair's hand, by the way. Cena comes down, right? You have Ric Flair leaving, and Cena's music hits. Oh, I've got to get the rub off Ric Flair, and this fucking idiot. I fucking can't stand him. Comes down, he gives Flair the fucking heavyweight championship belt. Raises his hand. So obviously the crowd's going to cheer. Because he's raising up Ric Flair's hand and he's loved. Everyone likes Ric Flair. He's a legend. Better than Cena. Much better. Blows him out of the fucking water. Alright? You know, just getting all that steam off Ric Flair. It's a fucking joke. That's what they have to do to John Cena to put him over. They have to get the rub off everybody. Off everybody. Including Zack Ryder back in 2011, I think it was. Or 12. I mean, fuck. This is the guy WWE has placed as their #1 guy. You know, polarizing. He gets booed. He gets fucking booed. Every damn fucking week, he gets booed. And he has to have other people trying to put him over. But in the 9-year period, he hasn't been able to get over. He's trash. He sucks. He's awful. Alright? People like him. Yeah, I understand that. Like whoever you want. It doesn't bother me. But we want to change. And people are telling the WWE this every fucking week on Raw. You know, like I've said, you have to evolve as a company. But it's been the same old shit. The WWE is stale right now. And it's been stale for 9 years. Because John Cena's been on top. And they have to go to this route to try and put him over. And he's still failing. So it's beyond me how he's still the top guy in the company. I'd have fired him by now. Well, I say by now. Ages ago I would have fired him if I was in control. He sucks! And we get this fucking match anyway. Cena and Reigns versus Rollins, Kane and Orton. Now I actually predicted what was going to happen, but I think they had to tweak the match a little bit because there was some very awkward stops in the last segment of the match because you had Rollins, I believe he injured his leg. I believe he injured his leg, and they were probably going to tease him cashing in later on. That's what I predicted. I think you'd have Ambrose coming out to the save, but they have to scrap that idea. I'm pretty sure of that because I think he actually injured his leg legitimately because you had a medic running down and it wasn't really said about. So I'm pretty damn sure. Alright, so I think they have to scrap that idea. So it did feel a bit awkward at the end because you had Randy Orton's music coming up and he was on the top rope. But the match itself, wasn't that great. Cena was involved, you know. I like the athleticism of Seth Rollins and some of the athleticism of Roman Reigns, and you know, Orton was okay as well. But the other Kane and John Cena, I mean, I don't give a shit anymore, to be honest. Anyway, to win the match, you had Kane and Orton basically. Kane and Orton and Rollins get disqualified because Kane and Orton are beating up on Roman Reigns. And you have a spear to Cena accidentally. And you have RKO to Kane. And a spear to Orton after that. And that ends the segment with Roman Reigns and John Cena looking at each other. As I predicted. So I didn't really need to see the match to know what was going to happen. You know, it's that's what I mean by stale. You know, you could just predict what's going to happen. And the predicting is easy. It's just an easy predictions you can make. And they're probably going to be right if you watch it every damn week. It's the same old shit. And that was the go-home show to Raw. I mean, looking at this. Alright, all they did on this show was plug the network and try putting Cena over. I mean, this was awful. This was a waste of a Monday night. This was a waste of 3 hours in my lifetime, which I'm never going to get back. I mean, this was shit. This was awful. If I was to rate this show, I mean, I'm being serious. I mean, the matches sucked. Alright, there wasn't really good matches in the show. Fucking Sheamus and Miz I didn't get to see. Ziggler and Fandango I couldn't give a shit about. I like Ziggler, by the way, but fucking Fandango in his shitty drama storyline, I don't give a shit. You know, the fucking Divas matches suck balls. Del Rio vs RVD was alright, but I've seen it so many times now, I know all the spots. Bo Dallas and Carly, I mean, I like Bo Dallas, but if you're going to wrestle Carly, it can be shit. The last match sucked and all. The only okay match on this show was Cesaro vs Big E. The rest fucking sucked. It really did. And then the talking segments, they weren't that great. I mean, looking at this, right, one of the main highlights of the show was Rusev and Swagger. It's a mid-card feud. I mean, fuck. And the audience made that segment. as well. Right? It was mainly the audience who made the segment. This show sucked, right? Looking at it right now. I mean, fuck. I'd be appalled if I was to put a show on like this. If I was, you know, Sky Sports, that's where they air it here in the UK, I'd say, you know what, clean up your product. Because next week, if you're going to give me a show like that, you ain't being on TV, kicking you off. I mean, this show sucked. 2 out of 10 is what I'm giving it. 2 out of 10 is what I'm giving it. That's a very fucking low rating. Because what I tried to do was plug the WWE Network and try and get Cena over by using Ric Flair. Alright, a great in my opinion. That's all they tried to do on the show. The show sucked balls, alright? It was shit. I'll see you in the Battleground pay-per-view prediction show. I mean, this Raw sucked.